Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. This is Arsenal versus Brentford, and hopefully, we'll be able to come and give you the stream. The game, guys, is not shown on television in the UK, so I just want to make that clear with everybody. The game is not showing in the UK at all. So, we are just trying to pick everything up now as I'm going through the connection myself. And so, obviously, bear with me with that. But how are you guys doing, man? We do have some stuff to discuss. We've got quite a bit to discuss, actually, in regards to injuries and everything that's coming up now at the moment. And so far, the injuries, we've been getting some good news. A lot of the guys in regards to Trossard, Declan Rice, Saka, Martinelli, not really as serious as we first thought. So that's really good news. That's great news. As for tonight, as you can see the team sheet, we're going to go through that. I really don't know what to expect. Well, actually, what my expectations are is that we go there and we have a great game. But I'm not sure if we're going to win this game simply because Brentford are putting out a full-strength team. I looked at their team. Let's see if we can have a quick flash of what they're doing. Let's put that up, shall we? Okay, let's go here. So just so you guys are on the same wavelength as I am. So the Brentford team, this is the Brentford team here, guys. So by all accounts, it looks like they're going for a full strength squad. What can we say about that? All we can say is it's going to be a difficult game. Yeah, Philip. Saka Jr., he plays for the youth team. He's had 5 games for them, had 4 assists and 1 goal. He's 19 years old. It's really straight out the blue. I was quite surprised with it because we know that there's guys like Dubry and all of that, which have been playing really well. And quite frankly, while he's on the bench, Dubry, he probably deserves to play. So we know the names. We've seen them over the years. We've seen them in the youth team, and they've been quite valuable in terms of an asset and what they've been able to do in regards to their time there. We've got Sweet in the team as well. I don't remember him ever being on the bench. Hein, a guy we know just can't, as a goalkeeper, he's tall and all of that, doesn't come out of his box, makes a load of mistakes. We know because we watch the games in the under-21s team. But so Cedric as well. What I thought Cedric was going to start in this game. Really strange because we have Gabriel in there and we have Ben White as centre back. But why not move Tomiyasu or why not put Kiwior at centre back and put Cedric in there? It's a strange one because now you're not resting Ben White. Does that make any sense? Yeah, so it's a really weird one. If you're gonna go all in, go all in. Jorginho, I can understand. Havertz, I can understand. Smith Rowe, that speaks for itself. His name is on the main poster, so and everybody's been waiting for him to play. I have done a poll with you guys on the channel, and you guys have said that Smith Rowe's the one that you want to see play the most. So, granted, he's going to be playing. It doesn't actually say who's captain here, although I suspect that Jorginho would probably captain the squad, being that he's or Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel's longer serving in this regard. Jorginho's the most experienced. Well, I think probably Gabriel would be the captain. And then Nelson, you'd expect Nelson to be there. He's going to be playing. Sago Jr., I would think is going to be on the wing, and then Nketiah is going to be up front as a lone striker. Eddie scores a lot in these games, so I'm not expecting anything other than Eddie to be really productive again as the main threat. Nelson again from the get-go, main threat. You just got a lot of firepower there in terms of Havertz and Smith Rowe. It'd be great if Havertz scored today. But apart from that, I'm not really surprised with this team sheet outside of Sago Jr. As I said, El Nene, yeah, I mean, he'll come on at some point. Zinchenko would be there to shore things up. Odegaard, of course, might get some time, although Odegaard's had not really had much rest at all in the last few games. But Dubry, I expected him to start today, guys. I'm surprised that you've gone for Sago Jr. over Dubry. Right, who's this now? I'm not sure who this is, so I'm gonna have to scroll down and see where we are. All right, guys. Yeah, bear with me on this because I'm not on the actual Facebook page, so I'll have to touch onto it and find out what's going on. But yeah, big up to all of you people. Big up to everybody here, man. Should be a very interesting game tonight. It's Sam. It's Sam. What's going on, Sam? Shout out to you and Manic MC. Manic MC Smith Rowe should be the skipper. I'm not sure because Gabriel is one of the captains, isn't it? So he'll probably get first nod in there. But it's a good question. Philip says Nelson would be a revelation. Yeah, I'm looking. Look, guys have got to show and prove. This is how you get into the first team, guys. You get into the first team by showing what you can do when your chance is there and your name is called. And right now, all these players' names have been called. So you got to step up. Nay, what's going on, man? Nay, yeah, it's not being televised today. So everyone's looking for the stream. I'm on IPTV at the moment. There's a few channels that's supposed to be on IPTV, so I'm scouring that as we speak. But for me, guys, I'm quite surprised that Brentford are playing their first team. They got all their big ballers in there, so that's just going to make it extremely tough for it. One, Brentford are playing at home. Two, they've got their first team out. And that's going to make it extremely difficult for these guys. However, Arsenal, they're professionals. They're experienced players who we've got here. So you got to go in and put a performance. Sam says Nelson's the one for me. Yeah, all eyes on Nelson today. Yeah, Phil, no Wanyari. He's not even on the bench. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. Very, very strange one. Big up to you, Emerson. It was great meeting you outside of the Emirates the other day. Shout out to you, my brother. He says, good evening, Apollo. Sega Jr. assists. Yeah, he's had 4 assists and a goal in the under-21s. Yeah, you're right. You're right, mate. And against Man United on Saturday, yeah, just gone up. I'm pleased with that. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, Cozier Dubry, I thought was going to start. I would have gone Cozier Dubry before Saga Jr. That's what I would have did. But the boss is telling us otherwise. You can see the Brentford starting team up on here. So that's really what we're up against. And as I said, very, very good team. Goalkeeper, Collins is in there, Zanka, Pinnock, all experienced. Hickey, Aaron Hickey, all experienced players. And Breno, who's the guy who's replaced Ivan Toney, he's in there. So Norgard's in there as well. So guys, it looks like that Brentford are practically at a full squad today. It looks there or thereabouts. Give me a second. Let me just check the stream. And as I said, the guys, remember the game is not being shown. So kickoff's going to be in 2 minutes. Yeah, as I thought, Jorginho's the captain. Yeah. Do you remember when I said to you that it's going to be either him or Gabriel? Well, it's Jorginho. Jorginho is going to be the captain. Right, what's going on here, guys? Let me just activate this. And then what we'll do is we'll start to bring the stream on and then give you the coverage here, play by play, so that we can all stick together then and see if this team actually delivers. Which I hope they do. It's going to be a hard game, guys. Let me not lie to you, man. You're facing a full-strength Brentford team, so it ain't going to be easy. Yeah, not going to be easy at all. Right, let's go here. Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all, guys. Right, let's get rid of the Brentford team. Let's get rid of that. Let's bun that. Yeah. So we've got kickoff coming up, guys, in about a minute. The players are out on the pitch. And let's have a look at this. Right, okay, yeah. So we look like we're up and running. Okay, yeah, we look like up and running. Yeah, so bear with me, guys, while I try and get this stream all sorted out. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see if they answer the call of duty in a sense. Phil says Nketiah is playing because we want to show Brentford what he can do when we get Ivan Toney and they want him. You'll be surprised. You'd be surprised. They might be better off with Eddie than they are with Toney for various different reasons. Eddie's outfield goals very productive. Toney, I did mention this on the forum earlier on, and if you listen to Charles Watts and James Bench had a podcast this morning, and they were saying Toney doesn't actually score as much goals as people think they do. 11 outfield goals, a lot of penalties. He's had 28 penalties for Brentford, but they basically looked at it and saw he's actually scored the same amount of outfield goals as Jesus, and Jesus was out for 3.5 months, and only played 24 games. Toney played in 33 games. So when you take out the penalties, Toney looks a little bit normal. That's not to say he's not a fantastic fit. I think he's the best hold-up player in the Premier League. But if we're talking about just goals, there's not that much difference with him and what we've got at the club already. And then factor in he'll be 28 soon. And Eddie's, 23, 24? So there's going to be a factor. I think if Brentford end up with Nketiah, I think that they've got a really good deal out of it, especially if you're talking about they're selling him for 60 million. I think that's going to be a result. Gary, what's going on, bro?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. I was just talking about Nketiah and Ivan Toney. And I just said to them, it wouldn't surprise me if Brentford ended up getting the better end of the deal if that was going on. Did you see the Charles Watson James Bench podcast this morning?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was. I've been talking about Ivan Toney for a while along the lines where people are sort of blowing up his stats. And when I had a look at it a couple of weeks ago, I had a look at it, and it was like Emerson said, "Shout out, Gary."
How you doing, Emerson?
When I had a look at it, it's one of those things. Like the fan base, sometimes we kind of follow that trend, don't we, of the media trend and what's going on, and everybody's hyped up for Ivan Toney now. But when I looked at it, he's had 28 penalties for Brentford. And if you look at his outfield goals, just outfield goals, they're no different from
11.
Eddie. Yeah, which is the same as Jesus last season and about the same as Eddie in those starts. Remember, Toney started 33 games last season. Jesus only played 24 games. So he's played 9 more games than Jesus and scored the same amount of goals. So everybody, Gary, is thinking, and I've heard you lot talking about Ivan Toney on the stream as well. I know Toney loves him, but he's not that much different than what we've got. The difference for me is the hold-up play. His hold-up play, I think, is the best in the Premier League. But as far as scoring goals, it ain't gonna. I'd rather get Victor Osimhen, if I'm honest.
I think if I had to choose between the two, it would obviously be Osimhen.
Yeah, he's younger.
That would be my way of going. Yeah. But I mean, Toney's hold-up play, and his little flick-ons. If you want to go long, he wins almost everything in the end, doesn't he? So he would bring that kind of dimension. I mean, but we don't cross the ball. Even when Havertz goes in the box at 6'3", this is what I said on Sunday. Havertz is in the box, but we're still not crossing it. Yeah. So if we're not going to cross the ball, what's the point?
So
Arsenal started quite well here.
I'm still looking for the stream. What channel are you on?
I've got Arsenal in that Charles Sago Jr., but the ball hit him on the back of the back. I've got a cup football channel.
Right. Okay. That's
so
probably not.
It's not showing any channel. I just put it on cup football and scroll down. It was all like the international games, and then it's live football too.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Let me try that. So I'm gonna have to do this. Right. I'm gonna have to do that. Right. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to all of you lot. Don't worry, we have got you covered here. Don't worry, we'll give you play-by-play. We've got you covered.
Switch it. Arsenal possession just inside the Brentford half. It's back with Gabriel.
Right.
Arsenal
Okay.
playing Brentford at full strength, by the way.
Yeah, I said that in the thing when I was talking about it. Right. Cup football. No, that's not going to work. I just typed in cup and nothing's come up. I know what it would be. It would be VIP, wouldn't it? Yes, it would be VIP.
I would have rather seen him go with a lesser strength team today, to be honest. No Ben White, no Tomiyasu, no Gabriel. One of them gets injured, we're in the mire.
Yeah, I did mention that. I did say that I would have liked to have seen Cedric Soares play on one of the wing-back positions, and then you could have had Kiwior or Tomiyasu playing centre-back, probably Kiwior. So
Yeah,
that's a strange one for me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense risking players. I mean, he's overplayed Saka something chronic, and now Saka's struggling.
Here we go. All right, let's see how this goes on. Right, guys, Arsenal starting to dictate possession and pin Brentford into their own half. Brentford have got 3 defensive midfielders in the middle of the park. So, yeah, this is probably what we envisioned was going to happen, that Arsenal was going to try and take the game to them, dominate possession. Lots of positive chanting from the Arsenal fans towards Aaron Ramsdale as well. They're singing England's
Jorginho's lost it in the box
again.
And yeah, he tried to play the ball out. It was blocked. The pass was never on. He just panicked and hit it, and it come off the Brentford player, straight rebounded back to the Brentford player, and it run. Lucky enough, it run through to Aaron Ramsdale.
Excellent, guys. Yeah, Brentford's high press is trying to force Arsenal into mistakes, and it's working at the moment. It's going. Come on. Go on, Nelson. Goal! What a goal, Reece Nelson.
You're ahead of me.
Have you got
No,
there?
I ain't got there yet, no.
Yeah, no. Great goal, guys. Reece Nelson. What a fantastic goal.
Yes, I'm here now.
Gary, talk us through it.
Yeah, so Brentford tried to play it out. It's blocked by Eddie. Eddie rolls it to Reece. He lets it run across him. And then a nice, simple right foot, side foot finish. It passed it into the corner. Excellent finish.
Talk about making a statement, man. Oh, my screen's just, my thing's just gone again. Ah.
Yeah, Brentford trying to play out from the back. And Eddie intercepted it, rolled it across. The defender misses it. Nelson, one touch to kill it with his left. And then with his right, just passed it into the corner of the net. The defender's come across at 100 miles an hour now. If he would have he could have just walked to get that ball. He dived for it, completely missed it. But Nelson was only about half a yard behind him. And the instant control and instant right foot finish. Control with the left, finish with the right, 1-0 Arsenal.
Madness, guys.
But that was brilliant from Reece Nelson there, because he wasn't expecting that ball to come to him. And the moment it went past that defender, left foot killed it dead, pushed it back onto the right foot, and it was a simple side foot finish. Very composed. That's what you want to see. Not like Jesus on Sunday blasting it over the bar from that type of range.
Yeah. Sling blue.
Here come Brentford down the other end. Here come Brentford down the other end. And the cross is wild, and it's out for a goal kick.
Nay says Nelson was so calm.
Mr. Cox.
How you doing, Tony?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm frustrated because I've gone to 3 different things on IPTV. I saw Nelson's goal, and it's just gone out again. So I'm on everywhere, man. I'm trying DAS, I'm trying VIP, I'm trying all. Nothing's working.
So
man.
have you got a group on your IPTV called?
Here come Arsenal again with Reece Nelson. He checks back, and it's back with Kiwior.
Have you
into
got?
Jorginho. Sorry,
Have
Tom,
you got a group called Sports Events?
Right,
Which is all
sports.
like
Because I just need to know what the name it is. Sports
Events. It's a VIP channel, so I've got a load of VIP channels. And one of them is called VIP Football 02.
Right. So that's what I needed. Right. Okay.
Have you got it?
Right.
Arsenal played it around comfortably.
So my one's different than yours.
Hi Emerson, how you doing?
Emerson's chilling, man. Emerson's chilling. Yeah, that was a fantastic goal.
Yeah, because he was expecting the defender to clear that. But the moment the defender missed it, the control was instant.
Right, guys, hold on. I'm going to go and get my tablet.
Well played, Smith-Rowe. Cross it. And corner Arsenal. Very well played, Arsenal. Smith-Rowe driving forward. Played it out to Kiwior on the overlap. He's crossed to the far post. And it's headed behind. Corner Arsenal, which Smith-Rowe will take. Come on, Havertz, get your head on this. I dare you. Corner comes in. It was Tomiyasu, but he headed it backwards. And Brentford are on the break now. Old. Well run, Reece Nelson. Brilliant, Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson sprints from the Brentford box to the edge of his own box to win the ball, gets brought down, free kick.
Yeah, I tell you, Reece Nelson's had a fantastic start so far to this game. He really has.
Yeah, the goal's going to give him a load of confidence as well. You know, the guy's a game changer. His actual physicality.
But
I just a huge difference.
I just want to say, guys, who made that first goal? You got to talk about Eddie Nketiah, Gary. It was unselfish from him, mate. He chooses to tee up Nelson. He could have gone himself.
Yeah, he had a clear run to goal.
Yeah.
But the ball to Nelson wasn't the best, but obviously it made it to Nelson, and he done the rest.
Yeah.
Go on, Eddie, chase that down. Yes, Eddie. That's not a foul, ref. It's never a foul in a million years. Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, that's totally. He doesn't even fall down. He kind of just goes to his knees and gets back up.
And the press forces to send it long straight through to Aaron Ramsdale.
What are you watching it on, Gal?
I've got on my IPTV. I've got a channel called UK Cup Football.
Okay.
It's just on that. Yeah, there's no channel name on it. Normally it says it's on like the Dazen or whatever you call it.
Not found
Should Jorginho use it wisely?
Apollo.
Nah, I think you know what it is. You know what it is, Tony. I'm new to it. In comparison to you,
have you got
Gary? And
check out Supersport.
Yeah, you know what I do, Tony? I go to the American websites to find out what stations they're using it on.
Yeah.
So it's on NBC Sports at the moment, but at the moment I can't find anything. And it's funny because those VIP channels, they did work for me before, but
yeah. Check out Supersport, the South African channel.
Right. Okay.
And corner Arsenal, bad mistake by Brentford. Just turned it around and played it out of play.
Yeah. Supersport, yeah.
Yeah, Supersport, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm on that now. The one I'm on is Astro Supersport.
No, you want the South African one. So call it Arsenal. Smith Rowe back to take it. The big men are forward. It's an outswinger. It didn't beat the free kick given anyway. Didn't beat the first man, but the free kick headed for a foul by Nketiah. Do you see a foul in that, Rick? Tony, you're surprised your mate Cozy Doobie didn't get an outing?
It's Emerson's nephew.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah. I thought he won because they'd gone that. What's his name, Jackson? The young kid who's playing? Sago Jr.
Yeah. Nice. From Havertz. Arsenal knocking it about quite nicely. Yeah, he didn't make the bench, no. Oh, that's a good run. I like that Arteta gives these guys a bit of experience. You know, he brings them in, different players get different levels of experience. Obviously, we're going to see Sousa in the Champions League. You know, we've seen Eddie Nwaneri, Rowe Walters, another name to look out for who's been on the bench previously. Emerson knows a hell of a lot more about the youth team because he's he goes and watches.
That's lazy, Kai Havertz, man. Jorginho's got acres of space, man. Switch it out wide to Ben White.
Emerson's cousin, not his nephew. Sorry.
Cross. Oh, where are? I'm at 1740, Tony. I don't know where you're at.
Between Brentford and Arsenal 5 years ago, a 3-1 Arsenal win at the Emirates. It was Emil Smith Rowe's first ever Arsenal start.
Right, so I finally picked it up.
Where did you find it?
So my IPTV is installed on my main TV in the front room, my mobile phone, my giant tablet, and
Giant tablet.
I've got the new Samsung, haven't I? The Samsung Ultra, the 14-inch tablet, and I found it on that. It's on DAZN. It's on the 5th channel.
Good run. Go on, Smith Rowe. You got to get that Smith Rowe, man.
Right, okay. Yeah. I'm cooking with gas now.
I'm at 18:45.
I'm at 1940.
Oh, you're ahead of me now. Look, flash.
I'm going to try and pick it up on my big TV. On my big screen. Oh, it's a great save there by Aaron Ramsdale. Yeah, I picked it up. So it's on DAZN 5 for you guys who have got IPTV. That's a great save and a good block as well. So, yeah, I'm going to watch it on the bigger screen because it's 10 seconds slower. So I'm more in your time there, Gary. So let me turn my tablet off. That's mad how I had to find it. Okay,
Sounds
guys,
like you just got to.
Yeah, it's frustrating though, but it's better than not having it. Do you know what I mean? Tony, how you doing, man?
I think Tony's gone radio silent.
No, he's not. Oh, no, his mic's not working. His mic's not working. Okay, guys. Thanks for everybody for joining us. Shout out everybody. Hit that like button. Sorry, I went a bit quiet, but I was trying to make sure that my stream was up to date. Now it is. I'm on 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Gary, where you at?
I'm just trying to find another stream.
Yeah, go Daz 5. DAZ.
Yeah, I just tried that. It's not working. Excuse me.
My one's working. So yeah, guys, let me give you guys
I'm at 22:30.
all of you guys. 22:30. So you're a minute ahead of me now. So guys, let me give you a quick catch up. Arsenal took the lead with their first real attack of the evening after 8 minutes. It was, to be honest, Saka played a terrible ball. Eddie and Nketiah latched onto it and intercepted him and picked him off like what Eddie and Jesus was doing against Spurs for the first of the whole half. He squares the ball into the box.
The ball in.
Collin tries.
Emma Smith Rowe. Oh, shot blocked.
It comes
Eddie
to Reece Nelson.
From the attack here. Edge of the box. Nketiah in. They're in the box. They're inside the box. Nice turn, Reece. Oh,
good turn, Reece.
Yeah,
that ball had to be on the floor, Tony, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Tony's exactly the same as me, 23:30.
Okay, so yeah. All right, I'll leave it at that. Better than me having it.
If you would have played him on the floor there, Tony, turn. If Reece would have put that ball on the floor, Eddie can turn and shoot.
Yeah. Arsenal still pressing just outside the box in the Brentford half. Moving it around. Kiwior out to Reece. Reece inside to Havertz. Havertz back.
See there, you want to see Havertz take a touch there and turn inwards. Yeah. Not just let back first time.
I think he's learning the people. Oh, that's a bad ball from Ben White. Was it? No, it was from Tomiyasu. Sorry.
And Jorginho.
Yeah, he's put his hand up. He realises that was a bad ball. Gabriel now tidying up. Arsenal back in possession.
So, Mark Clark, so guys, I'm in Dubai and I can't watch. My wife just came back from there. Shout out to you, bro.
Big up, Mark.
G says, Sagani is a great surname, though. Nelson is a changed man. The work rate, wow. He's maturing nicely. Good squad player. Good squad player. Right.
A good run by. Oh, what? Come on, Arsenal. You got to be stronger than that.
He's done it. He's done it.
Oh, great touch, Havertz.
This is a very positive game. Guys, remember, we're playing a lot of guys who are not getting any minutes against Brentford's first team. They've got 9 players out there in the first team, Brentford, and they're playing literally with 3 big men in the middle. Plus Sobrano, who's has replaced Ivan Toney and played all the games this season. That's a terrible pass from Tomiyasu. That's I just saw that, what you guys saw.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I'm not going to be messing with it. Actually, I wonder if I...
I've got it on that Super Sport that I told you about, Apollo.
Yeah, I can't see that channel.
South African.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Have you not got a set of VIP channels that do like pay-per-view?
I have. Yeah, I have. I remember seeing them before.
Some of those channels, because I think last time I had a channel listed as Man United versus something, and I turned it on, and it was actually Arsenal instead. It wasn't. It was listed as Man United, but it was actually Arsenal's. That was the.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I've got VIP Daz as well, so that's going to be on there. It will be showing on there.
Arsenal pressing quite well here. Brentford can't get out.
They up now. Oh, foul. Was that a goal kick?
Oh, no.
Okay. Gabriel protesting there. Thinks he was fouled.
Yeah, he did that. Listen, there's no way Gabriel's played that ball. Surely not. Looked like a foul all day long.
Yeah. So the corner being taken by Mbueno. And it's cleared.
All right, I'm just going to go back to the old one.
Brentford looking for an option.
There we go.
To the keeper.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm at 26-20. That's as good as I'm going to get, I'm afraid.
Yeah, about a minute behind me and Gal.
Yeah. It's a good tackle from Gabriel. So, guys, Arsenal 19-year-old Sagan Jr., the best moment for him in this game today was where he jinks away from a couple of Brentford's challenges in the midfield to retain possession. He's been all right. He's playing on the right-hand side. He's not been too bad. Arsenal away fans, though, singing his name. You must be enjoying that.
It must be a great feeling. Eddie on the press on the keeper. The keeper's got it stuck under his feet.
Cleared it.
And he cleared.
Time to talk about my favourite player, Kai Havertz.
That's it, Havertz. He's been steady. He hasn't done nothing spectacular.
I disagree.
Some good defensive work.
I was just about to say that. I had a go at you guys 2 weeks ago because you kept talking about his goals and assists and things like that. And then I came up and pointed out that he's the second best defensive player on the team behind Declan Rice. This game is no different. I think we have to accept, guys, that this is part of his role. And when the goals come, the goals will come. But for now, he's among the better defensive players we have on the team. Today, as Gary just said, another...
Come on, yes, nice.
Well played, Arsenal. Brilliant.
Yeah,
great
nice
football.
triangles.
Again, guys, as I said, more important defensive interventions, getting his head onto crosses, backtracking to make more tackles, and obviously working hard as well. Havertz has run more kilometres than anyone on the team so far this year. So,
Can we cross it, Reece? Listen, I said the other day that Havertz made some very good runs off the ball, but just the pass didn't come.
Yeah, you did.
You know, he made 3 or 4 great runs the other day. I think he was at the Emirates. You know, and the balls just didn't go to him. Like Tony was saying, we don't want to play that ball from Gabriel or Saliba over the top.
Yeah.
And then when Gabriel done it, Trossard didn't score.
Oh, what a save! What a save!
Oh, he's got to put that in the air, isn't he? He's got to put that in a great play, but he's got to put that in the air. He's got to smash that in the air.
Yeah, smash that in the air. The keeper's got no chance because he's pretty much on the floor.
You know, he's tried to pass it into the net.
He has.
But great interplay. But he's mishit it, and it's straight at the keeper where he can get his foot out. If he lifts that in the air, it's in.
Hey, I'll tell you something.
Said that it is on his weaker left foot, so it's a shot on target. He crafted it himself, so well done to him for that. But yeah, can you have a weaker foot from 8 yards as a professional footballer?
So guys, I'm coming to it now. So what happens, guys, is Smith Rowe darts through the box. He drifts left. He tries to find the bottom left corner, but is denied because of Flerkin in the Brentford goal. But I agree with you guys. Smith Rowe is injecting a lot of urgency into that attack, and a good little exchange of passes there with Jorginho creating space for the shot. It was really good.
I don't know if you can see it, but he's now tipping down with rain in Brentford.
Yeah. And look, guys, I did mention this before when I was talking to Charles Watts today on social media, and some other people was talking about these guys are not scoring, these guys are not producing, and I'm just like, you're by saying Smith Rowe played 18 games last season, but he didn't start any of them.
Oh, go on, Smith Rowe. Arsenal in again. Smith Rowe. Oh, to Eddie. It's a guy. Let's go, guy.
Havertz going close.
He checked the ball. Went to Havertz on his left foot. He cut in onto his right foot, but the shot was as tame as anything. It's like he had no belief that he was going to score.
He needed to move it quicker between his feet. He kind of didn't move it quick enough. You know,
I thought he should have just taken it when he got played on his left. He should have just taken it on his left. But when he cut back into the right, the shot was tame.
Gary, he's in two minds. He dilly-dallies a little bit too much there for a second. When you look, guys, Arsenal should be 2 up, maybe 3. They've gone close. Havertz should have done well there. Smith Rowe before that. I'm really rooting for this guy. Do you know what, Gary and Tony? I'm really rooting for this guy, Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him do well. I want to see him score a goal.
Because you know what, Gary? If he weren't defending, I would be sticking the booting on him every day. But he's working hard. He's run more kilometers than anybody else. He's second in the team in recoveries. He's first in tackles, and he's first in duels won. So him and Declan Rice are the de facto defenders in our midfield.
I think in that situation there, I think a confident Havertz either takes that on his left or for the through. Oh, should have been 1-1.
Yeah,
that's a terrible. He was clear as a bell on the penalty spot.
Yeah,
and he had no defender around him, and he blazed it wide.
Wissa.
But I mean, where was the marking? Ben White's come in about 3 days too late.
Yeah.
Tony, is that WUSSA?
No, Wissa.
Yeah, I was just taking the piss, mate. I was just taking the piss. he absolutely wussed it, didn't he? What a wusser. Although, as Arsenal fans, I can't really talk about anything considering what Jesus done against Spurs.
Well, yeah. Reece Nelson, well done, Reece Nelson. Brilliant. Reece Nelson, defensive work again. Gets Gary, the speed and the strength to get there.
Nelson's taken up a central position most of the time. He looks like a number 6.
And listen, his speed and his strength, fair credit to him, twice in this half. He's had the pace and the strength to get Arsenal out of trouble.
Mm.
Wow.
Excellent running.
So we're on 35 minutes.
I'm way behind. They just went past the Brentford chance just now. Mark says it's on Bein Sports 8. Okay, so Bein Sports 8. All right, I'm going to try that one as well. Let me try that one. I've got it, Mark. It's just that I'm so far behind these guys. I'm 34 minutes and 15 seconds. These guys are a minute ahead of me. So, guys, let me give you the scores on the doors at the moment. Aston Villa 0, Fuller, Everton 1. Everton are in the form of their lives at the moment. Blackburn 1, Cardiff 1, Bournemouth 0, Stoke 0, Chelsea 0, Brighton 0, Fulham 1, Norwich 0, Lincoln 0, West Ham 0, Liverpool losing to Leicester City 1-0, and it's Newcastle 0, City 0.
Did you see that? If Chelsea don't score a goal today, they can't give a goal of the month award.
Unbelievable. Right, guys, I'm going to try Bein Sports 8.
Well done, Jorginho.
I'm at 35 minutes and 15 seconds at the moment.
36-24.
Yeah, still a minute behind.
Yeah, all right, let me try Bein Sports. All right, here we go.
Go on, Eddie, go on. Go on out. Oh! So Eddie picks up the ball 25 yards out. He plays a little 1-2 with Jorginho. He goes through. He takes another touch inside, outside, inside, and just overruns it. And it's a throw into Art. It's clear for a throw.
I think he should have gone outside and then shot with his right foot. He tried to go inside where he had another player waiting inside for that move.
Yeah.
But we're knocking on the door. Brentford just clear it into space. Arsenal.
Yeah, I think the Brentford player that we was trying to find slipped over. Here it is again. Little 1-2 with Jorginho.
Right. Okay, guys. Yeah. Thanks for that, mate. It is on Bein Sports 8. I believe it's fresh on. I'm 37 minutes and 50 seconds.
You're ahead of us now.
Ahead of us now.
All right. Yeah. It's Bein Sports 8. Come on. Yeah. Thank God that worked because I was losing the will to live there. I couldn't enjoy it, man. I couldn't enjoy you guys way ahead of me, man. Right, yeah, I'm 38 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, you're 20 seconds ahead of her.
That's not too bad then. A word of warning though, Bein 8 is a French channel, so it's not English.
I'm not listening, I'm listening to us.
Yeah, me too. I got the volume turned down. Otherwise, you lot would be able to hear it playing. Guys, it's fair. I think it's fair to say, and I've mentioned this with Gary before, Brentford are playing their first team and we're playing our reserves. And they're really struggling to pick themselves up in this game. They have had a chance and had some openings. But at halftime coming up, there's a lot of work for Thomas to do to get this team going because you're at home to a reserve Arsenal team. Not good enough. As for our boys, exactly.
Ramsdale nearly got caught.
Yeah, he did.
He needs to stop making these errors. That's why he's there.
Yeah, but that's why Ray is here. You know, we've heard Bertram talking about him making mistakes all the time, but my defense was that they never actually cost them a goal until we played Southampton. and he let one in 60 seconds. And
you
since
can't
then,
you can't be working on that basis.
But the thing is, when he gets the ball played back to him, he's got options. Don't need to. It's like Jorginho had options.
It seems
you don't need to do
since
this
that time
stupidness.
against Southampton, his confidence is just shot. I don't think he's recovered, Tony.
I'm not sure why he's making these continual attempts to try and do worldies. It's not necessary. Take the simple option.
I mean, Brentford here in full press, guys. Tomiyasu gives it away, but it goes out for an Arsenal throw. He got away with that one there.
Yeah, Ben White got booked for time wasted over the pro. There's no VAR tonight, is there?
Not until the semi-final. Yeah.
It's weird. Kind of think, why not?
It's silly when you consider. I mean, they're saying until a semi-final because some of these teams like Lincoln City and whatever don't have the facilities for it. That's not our fault, is it? Just if the stadium's got it, then do it.
Yeah.
If the stadium hasn't got it, then don't do it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's my thought as well. Doesn't make any sense. Like,
so where are we now? Right, so this was Anthony Bob, a new member to our 101 Facebook group. So shout out to you, brother. He says he likes Havertz' footwork. So do I, mate. He's got really good footwork. For someone who gets around the field as more than any of our players, I think his kilometers are higher than anybody's by 9%. That's ridiculous. He's running 9% more than any of the other players on our team. That's absolutely ridiculous. And the managers love that. So I think it's going to be a mix between him and Vieira and what we're doing at the number 8 role. However, I've always said to Tony, Bertram and Gary that Smith Rowe should be given a shot there. Just see what the guy does. Victor says, Chelsea, look out for Mourinho. Wouldn't that be ironic? And G said, I want to see Smith Rowe given a shot in the first 11. Victor says, Kiwior spoiling the offense. He keeps playing it. Yeah, it's because he doesn't know how to play inverted, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a centre-back posing as a left-back.
He's just not made for that role, is he?
Yeah.
But like I said before, I don't think you need that role in every game.
Yeah.
When it's called for, it's called for. But when it's not, it's not.
Just tells him to turn out. There you go. Turn out. There you go. Do you think they use that in professional football?
What,
Do you use that all the time, Gal?
What, turn out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try it. Try to turn out, turn in.
It's really weird how so many footballers sometimes you got the whole pitch behind you, and then you play a backwards ball when all you had to do was turn around. You know, if I played a ball to you and I know you got the whole pitch, I'll say turn out. That means turn around and you're going to see the whole pitch is open.
Yeah, you just saw, guys. By the way, let me update all the guys in the chat as well. Go on, Kai. Yellow card has been issued to Ben White for taking ages with the throw, and he was taking the piss there. Arteta's not going to be happy with him on that one. He did take too long. And
but the thing is, when you're taking a throw, you've got to wait for people to. If no one's moving, you can't just throw the ball to Brentford. But so the people should be moving, allowing him to take the throw.
But Gary, we seem to be the only team that gets booked with. We seem to be the only team that gets booked with that new.
And you know
We've had 3 yellow cards because of it.
Yeah, and they're soon going to learn, because look, how many times must you make that mistake?
Hey Gary, Tony sounds like our West Indian parents. You're going to learn today. Tony sounds like our parents. Go on. Oh, you know what? In fairness to Eddie, Eddie ran into the box and he had about 3 Brentford defenders closing in on him, and the margin of error and the space he had was closing by the second. In the end, it was blocked. But
I think he's got to take that. He's got to take that first time as it comes to him.
He's
Why is he trying to take a touch?
Yeah. He's got to take it early.
That's when you got to have a little scan. There's another word for you, Tone. Have a scan.
Yeah.
Have a little scan. You ain't got the time to take the touch.
Yeah. So guys, it's 44 minutes and 50 seconds. So halftime is looming upon us. We'll find out how much time adding is going to come. We're about to see it now. And it's 2 minutes added on, guys. 2 minutes added on.
He shepherded the ball out, and I think he tried to kick it into the advertising bit to bounce back to, but he's blasted it straight in the crowd.
Yeah. So, guys, I did say I'd update you on the Ramsdale Reyes. From what I've been told from my sources at London Coney, it is going to be now done on a match-by-match basis in adjacent to their form. So he's obviously had a good... He knows Ramsdale. He's had a good look at Raya. He's told both of them he's judging them on a match-by-match basis. So that's where we are with that at the moment. Nothing really to... There's no drama in it. It's all fair. It's fair as far as I'm concerned. I don't think there's anything malicious. And both of them are in full agreement with it. Ramsdale's got no problem with it. Neither is Raya. And
you see, they tried to claim that when Ramsdale was going about the save he made against Spurs, he was putting it on.
No, he really wasn't. He really
no,
wasn't.
Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, from what I'm told anyway. I mean, everybody can make up as much drama as they would like about it. But essentially, they're rooting for each other, and I think the one thing that I was told today from my sources was if Ramsdale does beat him out, then they're not going to keep on Raya next season. They're not going to pay that fee.
That makes sense. I mean, to be honest, I'd pay the fee anyway because think about how much the fee is. It's not a big. It's only
27 million, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's clearly good enough. If we get him for 27 million, that'll be the steal of the summer.
It is, but I did say to you guys last week, how about this for math? Yeah? You buy Ramsdale for 30, you buy Raya for 30, and then you send Ramsdale for 80 because that's how much his market is worth on the open market. So essentially
you're never getting 80 million.
Oh yeah, you're getting it, mate, because Chelsea need a goalkeeper. So essentially what you're getting, if you do that, what you'll end up with is Raya and 20 million in cash. That's a win-win. I'd take that all day long.
I think you're dreaming in cloud cuckoo land if you think you're getting 80 million for a goalkeeper.
No, but that's his market worth. You remember we were talking about goalkeeper evaluations? Yeah?
No.
That's his market worth. And the thing is, what you have to understand, Tony, is
market
worth. Market worth doesn't mean anything because teams are going way over.
No, because it's Arsenal. Forget what is going over, Apollo, because Arsenal never get way over. They don't even get market value. They get worse. Name the last player who went for market value.
Tony.
If Arsenal are paying, everyone goes for market value. We don't do no deals.
We don't. We are useless at selling.
We go. He's worth 40, but we give you him for 10. Or we're cancelling his contract. You can have him for free. Here's a Twix and a Mars bar. Take him.
That's Arsenal's business.
Right, we've got the valuations here. Let's have a look.
Yeah, Ramsdale was valued at something stupid, but I don't think you get 80 million. If Chelsea were desperate enough, then, but United are desperate because I don't think they're happy with Banana.
I mean, let's be honest, yeah? United...
Yeah, this was the same one that had...
United have got an old man playing at centre-back and they could have had Rob Holding. Yet we sold Rob Holding for 4 million.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. Right.
I thought Rob Holding was worth 15 million all day long.
We can have some fun.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah, we can have some big fun with this. This is we can do something with this. We can do something. Right, let's get rid of this. Right, guys, by the way, it is half time. Sorry, it is half time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just talk about the injuries for a bit, and then we're gonna talk about Ossiham, and then we're gonna just evaluate the game as a whole. Overall, half time, I'm happy with the game because, as I said, Arsenal have looked the most dangerous, especially down the left-hand flank. Reece Nelson's been impressive. He's completed 29 of his attempted passes. He's 100% passing ratio. And Sogo Jr. has been tidy. He's not been threatening as much as I thought he would, but he's been very tidy for a 19-year-old. His debut in the first team. But for me, entertaining. Arsenal have kind of dominated this game. They took the lead to Reece Nelson after some calamity defending. Brentford they've had their chances, but overall, quite promising. And they could have levelled from Wissa, which I said Wussa because he wussed his way through that one. But yeah, he looked like he was wrong-footed. But I'm surprised. Arsenal playing their B team officially, and Brentford playing their A team, and the Gunners are 1-0 up. So very, very important here to see them press on with this in the second half. Probably going to see a few changes as well. I really want to see Cozier-Dubry, and it would have to be Esegan Jr. for Cozier-Dubry substitutions on that right-hand side. I really want to see this kid play, man. Tony's been hot on him for years. Gary, what's your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, impressed with the way we've knocked the ball about. You know, obviously Nelson gave us the lead. Smith Rowe could have added a second. Havertz and Eddie could have both maybe been on the score sheet or had shots on target. So we're very comfortable in the game. I'm most impressed with Reece Nelson. His defensive work has been really good. Twice he's put in sprints and shown great upper body strength to hold off the Brentford attacker to get Arsenal out of a spot above us. So yeah, more of the same. Let's get these subs on. Let's get Gabriel off. I don't want to see no more injuries to key players. We're already struggling a little bit through players overplaying. So let's give them the rest that they deserve.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Tony's probably not here. Tony, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Tony's making some rice and peas and
Tony's having a cook up.
No, some dumpling and breadfruit, some dasheen and kalaloo. I have to mention all that stuff, Tony, because you don't eat meat, so I can't talk about jerk chicken, mutton, and all them thing there because I know that you're a vegan, brother. And you're not pescatarian, are you? So you don't even eat fish. So yeah, so Gary's thinking I'd have all of that all day long.
Hell yeah, man. There's no way I could be a vegetarian, man, or a vegan. No chance.
Me neither. I would die like a carnivore with a smile on my face, man. Trust me.
I went out to a restaurant on Friday, that just serves pure meat. And it's the most fantastic food you've ever tasted in your life. And I sat there and I gorged and gorged and gorged.
So, guys, the valuations, as you know, are done by Says Football. They are the leading company in the world that does football evaluations. We saw them coming through with Odegaard, Saka, blah, 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 blah. And so when we talked about goalkeepers, Aaron Ramsdale is the most highest valued in the world at 79, but it's euros, guys. It's euros. So that equates to about, 70 million cash. So I probably went a bit overboard by asking for 80 million. I wasn't aware it was euros, but it's euros anyway. So you can see Quartars is in there at 52 million euros. He's getting on a bit now, isn't he? Andre Onana, 37, and he went for 50. So this is what I say to Tony. It doesn't matter what the evaluations are. Teams are paying well over. Sell him to Saudi Arabia. Sell him.
I mean, I don't know who made up that list, but anyhow, you've got Ramsdale valued
that's the
higher.
only company. Yeah.
Anyhow, you've got Ramsdale valued higher than Edison. Somebody's doing something wrong.
No, they're not, because evaluations are taking age into consideration. Remember, age
Sorry,
is a big
mate.
thing. Age is a big
Keepers
thing with
mature
evaluations.
and get better with age. Anybody who knows anything about football and keepers is that a keeper don't reach his maturity till he's in his 30s.
That's right. So that goes in Aaron Ramsdale's favour. It goes in his
no,
favour.
all that means is Ederson and Alisson, who are far better keepers, have still got a long time. So this is a current. If this is a current valuation, I'm sorry, but that's wrong.
It's not wrong, because Cesc does the evaluation for football and FIFA.
If I had to buy Ederson tomorrow from Manchester City, he's going to cost me more than Ramsdale. Simple.
Well, it's what you said.
I could buy Ederson on an 8-year deal, and he's still going to be good and probably better than Ramsdale after 8 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, it's done on age. That's why Saka's the third highest.
It's wrong.
Saka's the third highest valued player in world football, whether we agree with it or not. And most of us probably wouldn't. The fact of the matter is, it's because of his age.
There's no way he's the third best player in world football. That's
bro.
No, not best.
In the words.
Oh, what a goal that is!
Valuations, Tony. Yeah. Is that Gary's dog on his shoulder?
Probably,
dead.
Probably.
Right, guys. Let's cover the injuries. As we know, Arteta confirmed that Trossard Martinelli was going to be unavailable today, but he said that Martinelli has not done any training since the muscle problem, so they're going to be rested for a bit. I don't think they're going to play this weekend, from what Arteta is saying, although we could be surprised, especially in the case of Martinelli. But it's going to be a couple of weeks before we're seeing any of these guys coming back. Declan Rice, there's good news there. Don't be surprised if he plays over the weekend. Thomas Partey, though, still no word on that. But most importantly, guys, what I wanted to ask you guys was about Victor Osimhen today. You've probably seen the news.
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, wow.
I have.
Oh, wow.
I have not seen a thing, so enlighten me.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Napoli. Here we go. So Napoli had put something on their social media. Whether they were hacked or not, people are saying they weren't, because it was actually one of the presidents who had put his name on there. But we don't know. But what we do know is it's come from their official social media account, and they had labelled Osimhen with a video of him taking a penalty, calling him a coconut.
No way.
Yeah, no lies, bro. It was, you know what made me laugh? It was 2 different publications, 90 Minutes and another publication that put it through. And Fabrizio Romano forwarded it because it came from Napoli's head account. And he's got 18 million subscribers on his Twitter account. So that thing just flooded the internet like wildfire, and they deleted the post, but it was too late because people had already taken. Yeah, they already took it around. I mean, it's embarrassing.
My son's just showed me.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. So the latest that we've heard, Gary, is he's blanked his teammates because he expected his teammates to come out on social media and defend him, and none of them did. So he's ignored his teammates, from what we know. The club is now covered in controversy. His agent, Osimhen's agent, said that they're going to be filing charges, and this whole thing looks like it's just gone to shit.
So he'll want out of there.
Yeah. And that would be within his contract. They all have gross misconduct clause in their contract, both sides actually. So he would easily be able to get out of that, no problem.
He's the one that you go for.
Yeah, I think the problem is why would you mock your this guy's worth 150 million. Well, not to Tony maybe, but that's how his evaluation. But how can you make a video mocking your star player? It beggars belief.
Some people just have that little racism button in them without thinking. Do you know what I mean? there's no call for it at all. But it's just like something. If it's come from the club president as well.
I want to tell you a story, right? 5 years ago, me and my mates, Morris and these guys, we're all big Formula One fans. You not know that already, and we've been to several Grand Prix around the world, and Spain was one of them. We went to Catalonia, and you know we know what the experience is like over there. And then one year, CNN showed a picture of these 5 Spanish people standing up in gorilla masks with Lewis Hamilton t-shirts on. The whole world saw that, and we were fuming.
I remember that.
Right. Cut a long story short, and I knew the people because when I went there before, they were dressed up in Elvis Presley suits and the hairstyle and guitars and whatever. And they so every year, what these guys do is they dress up as representing one of the drivers, and then they do their dress up or cosplay. But for Lewis Hamilton, they decided to wear gorilla masks. So the next year we went over there and confronted these guys. And I wasn't surprised because I know Spain. I've been to Spain about several times, and probably you guys have as well. And it's just the ignorance. It's just the ignorance and the lack of education these people have. Yeah. Because when we went there, they honestly thought that they were tributing him. That was from their words. They really didn't know what they were doing. And when I said to them no to the outside world, and they said I wasn't the only person, because remember, this is a year on. I've flown out there the next year to see the race and confronted these guys. So they've had a whole year of seeing themselves on CNN being stomped on because of their actions. And they were so apologetic. And basically, Gary and Tony, they were saying we really didn't understand. You know, we thought we were representing him, which we do every year with all the drivers.
You see, the mad thing about that, Apollo, is that to us, like, it's totally the wrong thing. But to them, they thought that in their mind, they're paying him homage. It makes no sense to us.
Yeah,
no, it makes no sense.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. It's not like racism is unique to the UK and that they don't understand the monkey chants and they don't. That if anyone tries to bamboozle me with some, I don't know what that means bullshit, I ain't taking that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know damn well.
I'll make you right. I do make you right.
The whole world knows. Yeah, that BS happens all over the world. And it's recognized universally.
Yeah, and especially with right-wing media coming up and everybody, all the racists coming out the wood cracks because it's okay. If it's okay for Trump and all these people to say it, then it's okay for me to say it. That's where we're at right now. That they're not even hiding anymore, the racists.
But wasn't there a thing in Formula One last week with the guy from Red Bull? The owner of Red Bull said something about one of the Spanish drivers. Yeah,
there was.
And I remember Lewis Hamilton's comment said, "I'm not surprised coming from him."
Yeah. It's like because it's a predominantly white sport, and when you're in that environment, and I've been in that environment since the early '90s, when I used to go around the pit lanes at Silverstone, and it pretty much is like they've got it's like the Billionaires Boys Club. There is, since Lewis has come into the sport, he's been able to get 17 jobs for people of color. So if you walk around the paddock now, you're starting to see, black girls working in telemetry with the teams. You're starting to see black guys on mechanical and pit crews and things like that. Like that never would have happened if it wasn't for him. And so it's starting to look like a sport that represents the whole world. But on the inside, it really isn't. It really isn't.
So my son's just told me that Osimhen,
guys.
My son's just informed me that Osimhen's deleted everything to do with Napoli from his Twitter account.
I'm not surprised. He's done, mate. He's done. He scored 26 goals for them last year.
He won them the league.
Yeah. Right, yeah, second half is underway, guys, as Emerson has said. Shout out to you again, Emerson. Big up to you, Emerson, man.
Come on, Emerson. Come join us. Tasha Hedwig has left Norgard down. He wasn't even down.
Yeah.
Jorginho,
Right,
what's
where are
going on
we?
with this guy?
Yeah, his confidence might have taken a little bit of hit from the other day, man. But
I mean,
the thing is, like,
when he come on the other week when we was down to 10 men and he played like 3 or 4 passes and it was all like
I know,
top notch, and you think, yeah. And
yeah.
then now he looks like he's never played football
But
before.
yeah, in fairness to him, like that game was a moderate game. The pace and intensity of the North London derby, it caught him cold. He came in blasé, and the game just didn't suit that. The game was high tempoed, and he just got built off. And another thing, Gary, if you put on El Nene or if you play Havertz in the double pivot, then he never makes that mistake because he's back there by himself. He's got nowhere to go. He wants to go sideways, but there's no option. Because the system at the moment at that point in time was that Havertz was playing up top, so he really didn't have any support. So I think
but he could have gone out. He could have gone out wide. Gabriel. He could have gone back to the keeper. He had options, man. He just chose to be a little bit flash.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I didn't think
foul,
the
ref.
tactics.
What? Foul by Eddie. Although he looked like he just stood up and waited for the ball.
Oh, Tony, you're ahead of me. I'm 47 minutes.
Yeah, Eddie's fuming.
Tony, where you at?
47-15.
Right, I'm 47-10. Tony jumped ahead of me. Yeah, yep. Yeah,
Eddie's
I'm watching it on.
Fuming.
I'm watching it on Bein8 Sports. Hold on, guys. Let me get some ice from my drink.
Eddie slipped, and the guy's literally holding Eddie down. Eddie didn't even touch the guy. Hello, Neil.
Go on, Eddie. Nice. Well played. It's interesting where Emil's playing because he's kind of not quite up as the 10. No, is he? That's a bad ball. He gave Saka Jr. no chance. And then he's bumped off the ball easily. Brentford with an attack. Well defended by Tomiyasu, was it? No, it was Kiwior. I feel like Arsenal haven't got someone who's controlling the game and dictating the play. What do you think, Gal?
Say that again, sorry?
I feel as though Arsenal are missing somebody who can control the play and dictate the pace.
Well, that's supposed to be Jorginho's job, isn't it?
He's definitely
there's no one really getting on the. There's no one really getting on the ball and saying, "Look, this is what we're going to do," and knocking it about.
Luckily, we got an offside there. So it looked like a through ball that deflected into the path of Wissa. Ramsdale's kind of juggled it away from his grasp. Yeah, it was just offside as the ball was played.
Guys, Liverpool have equalised against Leicester City, so it's 1-1 there. It's still 0-0 Newcastle, Manchester City.
Hi, 18 in the chat. 18 in the chat.
Yeah, it says, hey guys, good to see you back. Arsenal fringe players looking much better
nice
than
play,
first four. Yeah, they are, mate. They really are. It's a decent game, guys.
Havertz just had a really nice little back heel touch there. Go on, Sego. Go on, Sego. Smith Rowe. Oh, he's got to get someone's telling him that there's a man on.
Yeah.
Out to Benny White. Benny White looking inside. Plays it back. Yeah, that's a nice move. Oh, poor touch, Eddie. Okay, Arsenal win it back. Look forward, look forward.
Here we are. 18 says, who are the youngest players for us today? Well, we've got Charles Sigo Jr., who's 19 years old. So he's playing on the right. Kozia Dubry, he's 18. He's playing. He's not playing. He's on the bench. James Sweet, he's 20 years old. He's there. He's been at Arsenal since he was 8 years old. He can play in the midfield or on the right side of defence.
Nice move from Eddie Nketiah, but he fumbled the shot at the end, went over the bar.
And then we've got Ruel Walters, who's 18 years old. That was the guy who's previously part of Tottenham's academy, and came over to Arsenal. So, yeah, we've got a lot of we've got 4 players. What's going on, Neomis? Shout out to you, bro. Neomis says, hey guys, glad to listen to you guys. Unfortunately, I can't watch the game because of work, but it's really good to hear the commentary. Yeah, listen, we love you like cooked food, bro. My second son, as I say.
and let's not forget to mention, Neomis, drop a 70 for the Miami Dolphins. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how about them Dolphins, man?
How about them Dolphins?
Yeah, how about them Dolphins, man? They scare me, you know. But you know what? Dolphins against Bills. That's game of the week, man. That's going to be the game of the week.
Hey, you know what the funny thing is? I'm half thinking now I might want to make it to Frankfurt for the Dolphins against the Chiefs. Imagine that game's going to be mad.
Tony, if you find cheap tickets, let me know, man.
Okay, pal.
Yeah, if you find cheap tickets, let me know.
That game is hella fire right now.
Yeah.
That's not foul.
What's that, Gary?
Eddie went running down the line. It looked like he got pulled down, but obviously no free kick. Wearing the wrong kind of shirt.
Naomi says Dolphins to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, if they can get past the Bills and the Chiefs, then I wouldn't put it past them, man. They are so good. They've been getting better every year. And Tua, for me, probably the best quarterback in the league right now.
And that's without, you know, we dropped 70 and we didn't have Jalen Ramsey. We didn't have Waddle. You know, that team, when it gets fully fit, is going to be hella dangerous.
Yeah. Arsenal passing the ball around well here. G saying, going to start backing Kai Havertz now. Should give him the confidence. He's been good this half. Took the ball over and defensively stopped a few chances. But he's been doing that every week though, bro. The only difference is he's not scoring goals.
To be honest, he's playing a bit withdrawn at the moment. I don't think he's attacking the box as much as I'd like him to. Eddie's just lost the ball and then caused the foul. Looks like
it's probably by design, Tony. Yeah. It's probably by design,
Eddie's just picked up a yellow. He overran the ball, tried to get it back, and in doing so, he clattered into the player. I think that's a deserved yellow card. His touch today has not been great.
Yeah.
His touch, you know, 2 times this half already, he's had poor touch, which has led to us losing the ball.
Yeah, he's late there. He's late.
You know, that's where you've got to have that touch has got to be pinpoint. It's funny because I keep watching the F1 and they show like, I don't know if you've seen the F1 with Jack Grealish and Declan Rice. Their touch is phenomenal. Oh.
Well played, Smith Rowe.
Kiwior's just giving away a foul in the Arsenal half.
Yeah, Victor says Eddie being pinned down by the defenders and he's our strongest. Yeah, unfortunately he is, mate. 18 saying Victor.
Well, he's not our strongest because don't forget we do have Gabriel Jesus on the bench.
We do. Victor, 18 says Victor, he scored 14 in the last 17 home game starts. Yep, that's Eddie. No respect from the fans.
I mean, that's not a foul. That's not a foul from Kiwior there. That's shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, I think so. That's
never a foul.
Yeah, that's harsh. Referee's starting to sweat. That's Christian Norgard, right?
So all tussling in the box as Brentford line up the free kick. Looks like Mbueno's going to take it, the in-swinger.
Tomiyasu getting physical. Tomiyasu's not been too bad today as well. Right. I just wanted to show you guys that. So on that free kick, the ball's in-swinged into the 5-yard area inside the 6-yard box. These are the balls that we've been seeing Raya coming out to collect. And as I said to you guys 2 weeks ago, what did I say to you, Tony and Gary? I said on those set pieces, Ramsdale's feet are planted on the goal line.
Yeah, I think with that one there though, that's to the front of the 6-yard box, not the middle or the back, where you'd expect the kid to come and claim it.
It swung in on the 5-yard line where the goalkeeper could easily come in.
Yeah, no, it was it was outside the far post. Keeper's not gonna come and claim that. No, anywhere in the middle to the centre, you want him to come and claim it, but not there.
What are you doing, Gabriel?
He's looked like that's
What the hell was Gabriel doing just there?
And you know what, Tony? He nearly tripped him for a penalty as well. Oh, he's ballsed it up. Guna Matters, what's going on, Glenwyn? I hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you, mate. Can't wait to meet up with you next Monday. That'll be fun. The Back 5 podcast every 2 weeks on a Monday at 8 o'clock, everybody. Check out Guna Matters, myself. Cozzy's on there. Glenn Knightley's on there. Alex from Cadden Fonda's on there as well. And we've got Vincey, our D'Artagnan.
Nice.
Our D'Artagnan, Vincey.
Go on.
You see, every time, Tony,
Havertz
every
just
time,
had a lovely touch to.
I was about to say, every time we go long to Havertz, he does an Ivan Toney, and just you can depend on him when you play the ball long. Agree, Gary?
Yeah, he's good with the little flick-ons and holding it up, but you just need more people running off of him.
That's how you break the press, bro. That's how you break the press.
That's got to be is Pinnock going to get a foul there? Yeah, we got is it a foul by Pinnock?
No, he's wearing the wrong colour shirt.
Yeah. Gary, against Man United, they were pushing for the winner. Last 10 minutes of the game, Arteta puts Havertz up top, playing the number 9, and he breaks the press every single time. 3 times he came out to him and was able to get
free kick.
Was able to break the press every single time.
Was that Ben White that did that wasted free kick?
I don't know.
There's a lack of continuity here. There's a lack of
understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when you put players who haven't played together as much as the first.
No, that's just a terrible free kick by Ben White.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what Tony's saying is if Saka was there, he would have run onto that because they got that understanding.
No chance.
Smith Rowe's been a bit quiet in this half.
Nice touch, Havertz again. Go on, Reece.
And guys, let's remember, it's been 430 days since Smith Rowe last started for Arsenal in that Newcastle game, remember? That was the last game he started for Arsenal, so he ain't started in over 430 days. Didn't start a single game last season.
Give it back, Gabriel.
Yeah, that was poor by Reece Nelson there. That was poor by Reece Nelson.
Turn out. Why don't they just turn out? Oh, poor ball.
Well, Brentford are in full press at the moment, so Arsenal just have to keep... It's on Jorginho, really.
Go on.
And Jorginho goes and give the ball away like that.
Go on, Ben.
He wins it back, though. Jorginho wins it back. Arsenal on the charge now. Ben White on the right.
Let's come over to the left now. Need runners.
Yeah.
Needs more movement.
There's no movement at all, mate.
This is not good.
If you wind it back about 1 minute 30 seconds ago, Ben White had the ball and Smith Rowe made a lovely darting run and the ball don't go.
Yeah.
The ball doesn't go. It goes backwards.
Eddie is trying to create his
Oh,
own
yes,
stuff.
nice ball to Eddie. It's blocked.
Well done. Good tackle there.
Mate, I'm Eddie's biggest fan, and the only thing that he doesn't have in his game is the ability of is the dead shot ability. You know, Marcus Rashford, in my opinion, probably is the best dead ball shooter in the Premier League. You know, if you get the guy to put the ball on the ground and hit it first time, one shot, I think Rashford is probably the best in the league at that. But that's where Eddie, that's what he doesn't have. Eddie's that fox in the box, does all of his damage in the penalty area. If you ask him to hit a dead ball from outside the area or just on 18, 17-yard line,
Unlucky
it's just
mistake.
something he
Go
doesn't
on.
have.
Go on, go on, Eddie. Go on, push.
After 27 days.
Boys, what's going on there? That press was awful.
Chelsea have scored a goal. They've got a goal of the month contender.
Wow.
27 days. They finally scored.
Yeah, Emerson saying Brentford pushing hard for an equaliser. I think, Emerson, I think the possession is the most important thing here. There's so much urgency about Brentford in their press. As I said to Tony, they're doing everything a little bit quicker now. And the Brentford fans are getting into it.
Here we go. Chance blocked. Oh, what's going on there? Why are you walking?
Sound like me on a Sunday tone. Why are you walking?
Good block by Ben White there. It's good block by Ben
Kiwior
White.
just headed the ball into midair and then just walked and watched the ball go out for a throw-in. Like, bust the gut to get the ball and keep it in.
Yeah. Brentford pushing for a goal. They've just made substitutions, guys. So Gahodas and Jensen are on for Norgard and Rowe's leave. Not really going to hurt us too much, to be honest, guys. They started with their main team anyway, so it's not really going to hurt us too much.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, give these guys a chance before you write them off. I mean, you know, this could be the super subs.
Could be, but we should be making. Who would you like to see come on, Tony?
Cozier Dubry.
Cozier Dubry, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
I can answer that for you.
The kid Saka Jr. has done nothing. He's done
To be fair, he hasn't had much of the ball, but when he has had it, he hasn't done anything.
Oh,
that's what I said at halftime. He's been a bit tidy, but he hasn't really imposed himself on the game. Oh. Okay. So, guys, we've got Jesus, Cozier Dubry, Odegaard, El Nene, Zinchenko, Walters, and Cedric as well, and Sweet. So we've got all of those. Personally, I'd like to see Cedric come on. I want to see Real Waters. I want to see Cozier Dubry.
Yay, turned out.
I think Zinchenko, should be on so that he can manage the game a bit. I don't want to see Odegaard. I think the captain should be rested for this game. I would love to see El Nene, and obviously Jesus up front would be nice.
I wouldn't bring none of the first team players on.
No, I wouldn't.
I'd like to see Jesus on, Zinchenko, and that would be it, really. Just them two.
Blocked by Gabriel. Good movement there from Brentford, but the ball was lost by Saka Jr.
Yeah, I thought the block was from Tomiyasu, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, but the ball was lost up by Saka Jr. He's not having a good time out there. I'll be honest with you. He's not imposing himself at all on this game.
Yeah. So it's a long throw into Brentford here, guys. Tony's probably... Oh, it's off the post! Oh, my God.
We're at the same point. Go on now.
Oh, Arsenal get away with that one. Guys, I don't know whether Ramsdale had it covered. He might not have had it covered. I need to see the replay of that. Ramsdale does get down, but it's Wusser as well. He's the guy.
Looks like Ramsdale's got fingers to that, isn't he?
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got fingers to that, Ramsdale.
Yeah, I think he had it covered, Tony. I think Ramsdale had it covered.
Okay.
Because
Ben White's looking a little bit iffy at the moment.
That's why I said I'd bring on Suarez. That's why I said I'd take him off.
It's Ben White for you.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, look at that. He don't even compete for that ball.
Yeah, he's tired, mate. He's played every
what's
game
going
this
on?
season.
Look. Oh my God! Like Ben White has gone to sleep.
Yeah, he's tired, mate. He's knackered. He's gassed.
I don't know what is wrong. He's literally just got covered by Smith Rowe.
Yeah, boss needs to take him off for Suarez.
Take him off. He's just a dead stop. He's not running.
Yeah,
No,
he's Ben White's finished.
Anything.
Yeah, he's finished. He's played every game this season. He's exhausted. He can't run. Look at him. He's just walking. He's planted. You got to take him off.
To be able to see these things.
Got to take him off. He's
And don't
struggling
forget,
big time.
Don't forget, we started with players that haven't played any minutes, so they're all going to be struggling physically.
Guys, Gabriel, Jesus, and Zinchenko are coming on. They're coming on. They're taking off their tracksuits. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. I think you bring on Suarez.
Oh, Eddie's just been fouled.
I think he was fouled twice there, Tony.
Yeah,
I think he was fouled twice there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said Zinchenko and Jesus, I wanted them to come on and they're coming on, but Ben White is. They need to bring on Suarez. I don't know what's going on here. I don't
lack
think
of confidence, mate. Lack of confidence.
I don't think Arteta and Albert has seen it.
They must have seen it, man. Ben White's done.
Wow. Really? Let me check. Hold on. Is that a goal? Is that a goal? Hold on. It is a goal.
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle scored.
Yeah. I was just trying to see. It's not coming up on Everton are 2-0 up. Dominic Calvert-Lewin scoring for the second game in a row. Looks like Calvert-Lewin's back. Boy, Everton need that. It's a different team, Gary. It's a different team when he's playing. It's Alexander Isak, guys. Alexander Isak. It's my guy, you know. Shout out to you, Neomis, as well, because that's your guy as well.
Stop picking me.
Yeah, Ben White. So Sego Jr. and Ben White's gone off as well.
Okay, guys. What's a hit in the post has gone down as an Aaron Ramsdale save.
Yeah, I told you he saved it.
Yeah, it's gone down as a save.
I could tell straight away that he saved it.
Wow. So has that been made now? Double substitution.
Yeah.
So it's Jesus and Zinchenko on for Ben White and Sagan Jr. Good substitutions, that is. So
I'm not sure how the formation looks like. Tomiyasu.
That's we saw again, isn't it?
Hang on, what's going on here?
Is that back three and four in the midfield?
So Tommy's on the right. Kiwior in the middle.
I think it's a back three, mate. Hold on a second. I would have taken off Eddie, man.
Oh, nice touch, Zinchenko. Oh, what a says Kai Havertz running, looking in the box. Pass! Oh, what? That should have been a goal.
Yeah, I think so.
That should have been a goal. What a beautiful pass from Kai Havertz.
Yeah, that was Reece Nelson. Just missed on the outside of the bottom left post. Reece Nelson. I actually thought he was going to go into Eddie, but Eddie looked like he was covered. Eddie looked like he had a... Let's have a look at it again.
No,
there
he
was
knows
a guy...
that Reece is coming edge of the box.
Yeah.
Well, that's unlucky. But another great run from Kai Havertz into space, and he actually got found with the ball.
Gary, I love you. Because you know what, Gary? If you see it, you see it. And some people just are not looking at him.
But he's made a number of them runs, and not once has he received the pass.
I know, but mate, I think people are just reading headlines on social media and just jumping in on the bandwagon. That's what I think is going on with him right now. Should be 2-0, guys. Should be 2-0. Great run by Kai Havertz.
Oh, he made a mess of that one, though.
And in fairness, Nketiah pulls the defender, doesn't he?
Turn out.
Turn in. Turn out.
Turn out. Oh, what is going on there? Arsenal have let one in. Oh. Jeez, what a mess.
It was over. It was over, Tony. Yeah, it was over. Yeah.
Zinchenko made a howler of a pass.
Yeah. It's a theme, Tony, when they're on the bench and they're coming up cold.
No, listen, if you come on cold, if you can't play a 5-yard pass, something's wrong. I'm mad if you just come on cold or not, man.
Well, it's happening, Gary. They're coming on cold and they're just giving the ball away.
No, that's just bad play.
Oh. Got to hold the ball there.
What, Lil?
Come on, press. That's it. Press. There you go. You're in. Feed. Oh. Arsenal just created an opportunity from their press, but the ball wasn't fed the right way. Nice turn from Zinchenko. That's what I call a good turnout. He sold 2 players just by turning in 180 degrees. Literally. That's nice. Arsenal playing around nicely. What do we think of Smith Rowe?
I said before he hasn't started a game in 430 days, and I think that in the second half he's just died a little bit. You can see him here where he was just trotting and just lack of energy.
I don't. I'm not taking your 430 days, mate.
It doesn't matter whether you take it or not. That's just the reality of the facts, mate. He hasn't played a lot of football.
It's not a fact at all.
Yeah,
it's not even close.
He hasn't played a lot of football, and
that's not a fact. He played Europe.
Europe. Yeah, I don't count Europe.
Sorry,
mate.
It counts.
I don't count that.
It counts,
yeah.
buddy. Counts.
That's baby. That's schoolboy football, mate. That's baby football.
It still starts.
I just did. It's baby football, mate.
Okay.
That's like me and you going and have a kick over the park, mate.
Yeah.
It's not at this level. It's not at this level. I think he's a bit tired. I think he's jaded.
Reece's levels have come down a little bit. He's not running quite as fast and hard as we saw earlier in the first half.
Because that's what I said, that they're players that haven't had any minutes, Tone. That there's nothing in the tank. The tank's empty.
I mean, you think about it, Tony. We're going into October. Season started. Season started pretty much 2 months ago. And a lot of these guys have been sitting on the bench doing nothing.
Jorginho, you're the midfielder. Play the ball forward, man.
So Gary, I agree with that. Gunamata says, yeah, not much. Yeah, they've not been doing much for 2 months as far as competition goes.
Go on, Eddie. Oh, save from the keeper.
Yeah, good save. Eddie points there where he wants the ball. And he hits it first time, yeah. Ooh. Good run by Eddie.
Kai Havertz in the middle, just doing the right thing, making the right pass.
Doing God's work, man. Doing God's work.
Eddie needed to hit that with his left foot, not his right.
Yeah.
It's going to get booked. But it's taking too long. You're going to get booked. Oh, nice touch. Go on. Oh, unlucky. That was nearly a great pass. I'm gonna give you a little rundown of the throwing that Tomiyasu nearly take too long for. He gets the ball in his hands. He's got 2 players on, but for some reason he delays throwing, and then he ends up spending hours waiting for somebody else to get free.
That's what I said to Gary. It was just strange.
Opportunity to throw the ball and you delay.
Yeah.
You mess up the opportunity.
And the boss will be getting in on it.
I hope he does, because
yeah,
you missed the opportunity. Reece Nelson coming off, so his night's finished. It did look like he was tiring a bit.
Yeah.
Is he coming off? No, he isn't.
It doesn't look like it. No, he's not.
Oh.
It's surprising.
I thought it looked like he was coming off.
Yeah.
Surprising that Smith Rowe still out there. See, this is like where Arteta's in-game management is not as great as it could be.
What he needs now is he needs to bring on Rob Holding to just finish the game off. Oh, we don't have Rob Holding anymore.
Quick, phone Crystal Palace, see if we can get over. Put him in a cab, put him in an Uber.
Chance. What a save.
What a save. What a good save.
Shot from Onyeka was on target, and Ramsdale gets down very neatly.
Yeah, very
great
quick.
Save.
Yeah. Good game by Ramsdale today, guys. He was alert there, and it was Wissa again. Wissa is really testing him.
No, it wasn't Wissa. It was Onyeka.
It was Onyeka. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Ramsdale putting on a show tonight, guys.
Ooh. Right, come on, Arsenal. Seem to be dallying on the ball at the moment.
See, we're losing it in midfield. Jorginho hasn't got the legs, and Smith Rowe's cooked.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who are toasted out there at the moment.
Goal, Brentford.
No, the linesman's flags up, mate. Yeah, linesman's flags up.
Wow, we got away with one there.
Yeah. And there's no VAR.
Yeah.
I saw that, Tony. As soon as you said that, I saw the linesman flag go up.
This time.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Tony, look, he's miles off, Tony.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's miles off. Tomiyasu does have a left leg sticking out there, but he's off. Well done, Lino.
Because Brentford making more changes, bringing on young players.
Because, Tony, if you miss that one, there's no VAR to save you, mate. If you miss it, you miss it.
Kiwior is coming on. So Brentford bringing on new, fresh legs. Arsenal could do well with doing the same, but he obviously seems to want to give his young players a chance to.
Facebook user says, I'm not sure who could that be. I don't know. Oh, it's Freddie. Oh, Freddie. Freddie says, help me on Havertz, please. I need some positive points. He has been one of the better players of Arsenal today. Fred, he's defensively, I believe he's done 4 recoveries today. Leads the team today in tackles, got 5 tackles. And he's had a couple of runs down the left-hand side where we set up Eddie and set up Reece Nelson, where he could have had 2 assists today. So Havertz has done really, really well today, mate. He's had a good game.
He's had a good game, yeah.
Yeah, he's had a really good game. G saying, Nelson, why are you going to deny Kai an assist like that? Oh, God. Yeah, right now...
Arsenal need to re-establish control of this game at the moment. Brentford are very much in the ascendancy. They've got the full court press going on here. They've got about 9 players in the Arsenal half.
Yeah, they have.
Go on, Kai. Well done. Oops. Fell a bit short, that one. Well done. Go on, Kai. Play it. Nice.
There you go.
Go on, Reece.
Kai Havertz putting in a performance today. Freddie says, okay, thanks. Just joined the game in the second half and no control of breaking the press. Yeah, at the moment, it's been a good game. It's been actually an enjoyable game. I think Tony and Gary would agree with me. It's been a very entertaining game, especially for us because we want to see the fringe players. Emerson says Brentford are getting half a chances. El Nene and Odegaard coming on.
Yeah, I've seen enough for Jorginho. He's done out here.
Yeah.
Emil Smith-Rowe coming off.
Yeah, it needed to. He's toast as well. Yeah, guys, you're gonna get a proper clap from me from El Nene because El Nene, the Egyptian god, is one of my players, man. He's one of my boys. Gary, in the darkest days and the darkest nights when Arsenal fans were throwing him on the bus, Tony, who was the one man defending El Nene?
You, mate.
Yeah. El Nene is my
well
guy,
played,
man.
Reece. Well, I'm going to clap Reece Nelson, the South London god.
Nelson, man.
I think he's had a blinding game.
Yeah, agreed.
Legs went a little bit in the second half, but that's to be expected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any minutes at all, or
So,
hardly
guys,
any minutes at all.
So, guys, it's Odegaard on for Smith-Rowe and El Nene on for Reece Nelson. As Smith-Rowe getting a really warm reception from the travelling Arsenal fans as he walks off. He looked bright in the first half, guys. Came close to scoring an individual goal, which he just didn't get his left foot on, but he faded in the second half, and you can see how tired he is as he walks off. Couple of them really, really fighting fatigue at the moment. Odegaard on. I don't see Odegaard wearing the captain's armband.
He will be soon enough.
Yeah.
Well done.
Get there.
So 83 minutes down, still 1-0 to Arsenal. Brentford being a lot more threatening in the second half. Arsenal kind of labouring to this win at the moment, not quite controlling the game. I think Brentford have had probably more possession in the second half now. They've definitely had more shots.
That's right.
Not being able to create anything at the moment. Oh, chance. Oh, how did he save that?
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world. Oh, it's blocked.
Kiwior.
It's blocked. I think it's Kiwior. Yeah.
Kiwior with a goal-saving interception on the line. He literally
absolutely crazy.
Goal.
What a crazy block from Kiwior. That's defending there. G says Tomiyasu looks back to his best at a time when we desperately need him. That's a huge plus. Reece Nelson, just one of those natural ballers. Apollo was right about him. When have I been wrong about a player, mate? When have I been wrong about a player? Emerson says Ramsdale saves us again. No, it was Kiwior.
It was Kiwior. Great block. Fantastic block.
I don't understand the Tomiyasu statement.
Apart from giving the ball away once in the first half, I think he's had a decent game.
No, I think he's a great player, but I don't think we need him.
Really?
Well, as a backup, yeah, but not as a first teamer.
Yeah. I agree. He used to be our starting right back, and he was a very good one before he got injured.
Yeah.
Lil.
He's not playing with anybody of note up front that he can build up the kind of. Go on, Gabriel. Go on, Jesus.
Hey.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Tony. Tell me who's with Tony when the goalie's playing them long balls out the back. Who's winning them balls in the air, mate? Tony, ball gets 70-yard passes from Ramsdale. Who's winning them in the air?
Yeah. Go left.
It's Kai Havertz.
Nice.
It's Havertz, mate. I don't think Havertz has lost an aerial duel today. Guys, Brentford are pushing and pushing and pushing.
But Arsenal have the ball. Eddie's playing left. Jesus playing central, is he? Turn out. Good. The ball's on. Go on. Give it him. Give it him. Nice.
Wow. Good to see El Nene on the ball. El Nene to Nketiah. Nketiah goes to the left.
Shot. Ooh.
Ooh.
Good shot.
And we know we can score from there.
Get those.
Cedric's on. Cedric's on. Apollo, you got your wish.
Yeah, what's taking them so long? I mean, I know Ben White's been off anyway, but Gary, we've not been 4 at the back. It almost felt like we were 3 at the back and 4 in the midfield.
Scored.
He didn't score.
Oh, awesome.
It looks like Emil Smith-Rowe is coming off. Is that no? Eddie's coming off.
Eddie.
Smith-Rowe came off earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Eddie for Suarez. So Arsenal gone back to a back 4 now.
Yeah, but I don't get where people are playing. Who's up front?
Yeah, I think the instructions from Albert Headphones and Arteta is everyone just defend.
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Because you don't. Hey, Tony, I got one for you because you don't have Rob Holding. He can't go back 5 anymore. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, good to see Cedric Suarez out there.
You got a front 3 of Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, and Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
I always liked Suarez.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I still think he can cross the ball better than any of our wide players on the team. No one delivers a cross from the right side, or even when he's playing on the left. He's got that natural ability to cross the ball. And I remember when Tomiyasu got injured originally 2 years ago, and he came in to play 12 games. He was absolutely solid throughout that. So, guys, we are 88 minutes gone. Victor says inexperience stinks. It does, mate, but it does come about. It does come about. Victor, you get back what you put in, mate. If you groom these young kids, and you can't use
that word groom. You have to change that sentence.
Really? Is this millennial shit? You know I don't do that, Gary.
Get there.
I don't do that millennial shit. That's a good cross in there.
Well done, Tommy. That's a great defending.
Yeah, guys, so far Brentford now on the front foot again, pressing.
Because we got very little offense going on right now.
Yeah, we're defending
on all defenders.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're sucking it in at the moment, guys. It's a long throw in.
Run. Why come back? Knew you was going to lose it. You were going to lose it the minute you come back.
Yeah. So again, guys, the long throw in is about 3 foot from Aaron Ramsdale, and he's just planted on his goal line.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to come to that through all them players.
Yeah, and so he stays planted. I think Raya goes in and catches that. That's the difference between these two. Mind you, it's a bit unfair because Raya leads the league in coming out on crosses and set pieces. He leads the league in that. That's a good tackle there from Jorginho. Well won, mate. It's a good tackle there from Jorginho. Arsenal now really just trying to play possessional football.
They can't keep the ball. They can't keep the ball.
And you see what Gabriel does there? I probably wouldn't have done that.
Hoofball. What's he doing?
Right, 5 minutes added time, guys. 5 minutes of extra time added on. Or as we say, Qatar time.
So it looks like it's a 5. It looks like a 5-3-2.
It does look like a 5-3-2. Yeah, it does.
This is where you want Havertz up top.
Agreed. I think Thomas would be he'd be frustrated because
come on, that's a terrible pass.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what he's thinking there.
Well in, Odegaard.
Yeah, again, just game Russ. El Nene, that was never on for El Nene there.
Go on, Havertz. That's
Great
it.
play
Good
by
boy.
the captain.
Well done, Havertz. Oh.
Solid play. Solid hold-up play by Kai Havertz there.
Well done.
And Odegaard gets a shot, but it's blocked. Victor said, what system are we playing? As Tony said, it looks like a 5-3-2. To be honest, it's probably more of a 5-4-1, but it is a 5-3-2, essentially. He's basically playing one man up on top, and he's alternating it between Jesus and Havertz. So it's 2 minutes of extra time already played. Arsenal with the free kick here, with the corner, essentially. Ball's in the corner. They're trying to keep it there. Jesus comes out with it. Comes out to Odegaard.
Oh, has he kept that in?
He has. I think he has. Oh, no, it's off. It's off. Come on, that's got to be off.
I thought it was off.
Yeah, linesman's lost that one. Okay, yeah, linesman lost that one. Come on, guys. Let's see this one out, man. Let's see this one out, please.
See that's where you just want to give a little foul away.
What?
Yeah.
Apollo.
What?
I got news for you.
What's that?
Damian Lillard has gone to the Bucks.
Oh, for Christ's sake. You know why they've done that? Because Thingy wanted to leave. Giannis wanted to leave, didn't he?
Wow.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Is that bad news then?
Well, yeah, because he could have gone to so many other places. I mean, Milwaukee, man, you're talking about Green Bay. That snows up there, man. That's one of the coldest places in America. I mean, yeah, it's a crazy deal.
So the goalkeeper's come forward for the corner. We're at the 93rd minute. The goalkeeper's in the box. The corner's coming in. That's not. It's a throw-in.
Yeah, it's a throw-in.
The corner, it's a throw-in.
Yeah, it's a throw. Yeah.
Yeah, Brentford have all 11 of their players in the Arsenal
box.
Shoot!
Shoot! What are you doing? Why is he lying on the ball?
Yeah, go, 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 go! What is Ramsdale doing?
What is he doing? The goalkeeper is in. There's nobody in the box in the goal.
I know. But at the same, Tony, he's buggered if he does, and he buggered if he isn't.
No, man.
Just hold the ball. Just hold the ball. That's all. We've got the ball. We win the game. He ain't going to kick it from there to there, is he?
Yeah, of course he can.
No.
The thing is,
if
Gary,
he miskicks it, we got the ball.
Havertz has been winning every single one of them long balls all day long, mate. Dude, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm a bet that them guys in the goal can kick the ball from one goal to the other goal.
Yeah.
See, look, it just reached the goalkeeper in the penalty spot.
Yeah. Now you want to go ahead.
Last throw of the dice. Well defended by Gabriel.
I'm surprised he didn't get Dubry on in this game.
And that's full time.
And you know what? Maybe because it was just a 1-0 affair and you didn't want to chance it. And I get that. I understand that.
That's quite lucky that was an offside in the last shot. Did you see that hit the bar?
Yeah, hit the bar. Yeah, hit the bar. Yeah. Right, okay, let me change the banner. It's full time. This is going to be exciting talking about this one. Full
Wow.
time.
It was a foul on El Nene, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
So guys, thank you for joining us in the chat. Overall, guys, really happy with the result. I got to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much. I thought that the French players who hardly have played a game of football going to play a first-team Brentford team at their home, I thought it was going to be a tough ask. But yet again, guys, Arsenal go away and keep a clean sheet. I mean, this is like as bad as we are at home with keeping clean sheets is as good as we are away. 10 times we did it last season in the league, and they really stepped up to the plate. Really happy with some performances of the French players. Smith Rowe for the first half. Nelson, I thought he was decent. I'm gonna put down player ratings here as we talk, guys. But overall, really happy with the performance today, and the result means everything. It's good for Arteta because growing now, it's hard to trust the Man, they're still 1-0 down against Newcastle. Liverpool now 3-1 up against Leicester City. So Man City look like they're going to get knocked out. So it just goes to show you against the Premier League team, away from home, mind you, you don't know what to expect because Newcastle was playing Man City at home. So, Tony, what's your thoughts?
It's a win. I'll take it. It wasn't pretty at points. I think the Havertz haters. I'm liking Havertz. I'm thinking, the more I see of him, the more I think, just give him time. He's growing into his role nicely. He is an asset to this team. Yeah, I mean, with all the injuries that we've got, I'm more than pleased that we've gone through. I'm overjoyed with, to be honest. I may not have seen it, but I mean, you just got to look at that injury roster and just think, well, bloody hell, how have we managed to get through that? But somebody was saying earlier about us, in fact, I know it was one of my colleagues at work was saying we don't have depth. And I'm like, well, look at what we showed today. We've got depth. I would love to have been able to see somebody other than Saka Jr. on the right wing, just because I would have loved to have seen us go out and buy Moussa Diaby because I think he's a superb player, and I think the price we would have paid for him, it would have been good business. I think this team come January, if we do manage to get Ivan Toney, will be absolutely amazing.
Yep. And I know
that
you've always
kid's,
been a
look at that
big,
kid.
huge
He's so
Tony fan.
overjoyed. Odegaard's God giving him his top. That kid's now got. He's loving it. I love when they do that. I don't know why all the players don't do it. To be honest,
it's funny because everybody was that young once, and it means so much to them. When we look at some of these players, like Theo Walcott was talking about when he first met Thierry Henry, and he gave him his shirt, and Walcott said, I've moved to 3 different houses, and that shirt, as signed shirt, has always been on my wall. And it just when you look at things like that, like it means so much to them.
Yeah,
and sometimes I don't think that these players actually realize how much of an impact they have on young players. It's so it's a big shout out there, Gary. What's your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, happy with the first half. I thought we was really good in the first half. Smith Rowe was bright, Nelson was excellent. Obviously dropped off a bit in the second, but that's to be expected because obviously players haven't had minutes. I thought Aaron Ramsdale made one fantastic save, tipping that onto the post. Havertz had a good game. Was unlucky. Maybe he could have got on the score sheet if he would have taken a bit more, had a bit more confidence, shall we say, in the shot that he had in the first half. But overall, the squad is kind of getting there. Maybe we're still 1 or 2 players short, but the strength in depth to go away to Brentford, who played literally their first team, you know, against for players that haven't had many minutes. So yeah, happy with the result, through to the next round, and be nice to get to the final of this competition. We haven't been there for a while, and we haven't won it since 93.
Wow, has it been? Oh yeah, no, is that Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah, we beat Sheffield Wednesday in both finals, did we not?
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember. I think the other final might have been Newcastle, if memory serves me right. But yeah, it's been a while. What is that? 30 years?
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. 30 years. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Hey guys, in the chat, let me know what your thoughts are in today's game. Really good result. We're still actually, I've moved over to the Newcastle Man City game. What's that, Tony? All right, yeah. Tony with the trophies.
What's that, in 93, Tony?
Yeah.
Show me that picture, man.
Excellent. So that's madness.
Oh my God, young Tony.
That's madness, Tony.
Can you remember what the cup was called at the time?
The Littlewoods Cup?
Is Littlewoods?
No.
I thought it was Littlewoods.
It weren't Rumbelows.
The Milk Cup. The Milk
No,
Cup.
was Milk Cup was early 80s. Then it went Littlewoods in 87.
Hold on. That's a bloody good question.
Carlin.
No,
Carlin was afterwards in the turn of the millennium.
What was it called?
Littlewoods. I thought it was Littlewoods, man.
Littlewoods when we lost to Luton, weren't it?
Oh crap.
87, 88.
Guys in the chat, what was it called between Littlewoods and Carlin? It wasn't Barney.
Tony knows, man. Tony's got the answer.
I know he bloody, but I don't know how he knows, and I don't know how.
He had his picture taken with the damn trophy. It's cheap.
Yeah, it's in the picture. But
show me the photo again. Show me the photo.
I didn't show it enough.
No, don't let him do this. I've got this, man. I've got it.
It was Rumbelows, Carlin, Milk, Littlewoods, Carlin. Tony stumped us, Apollo.
I know.
Tony stumped us, man.
How was it not?
Curries. Candies. I'm just thinking of electrical stores.
No, Tony, how dare you? I consider myself the trivial king, and you just
93
blew me away with that. No, I'm sure 93 was Littlewoods. It isn't, because obviously Tony knows. Oh my God! And look, everybody in the chat.
Coca-Cola.
Yay! There you go.
I had to Google it. I'm not gonna lie. I Googled it.
Yeah. Oh my God! You done me in there, man. Coca-Cola, Oh, I'm so dead.
That cup's been known by many names, man. Milk. I remember the Milk Cup.
Naomi says, when are you all for the next round? I think it's, what are we, Wednesday? I'm sure it's tomorrow.
Could be tonight. Could be.
Really? 10 o'clock? It might be. Emerson said, Emerson, you're a bit late, bro. we was expunged there for about 5 minutes.
Emerson had the advantage of seeing that picture earlier this afternoon.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Right, guys. So yeah, I'm not sure player ratings. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do. I think it was just a really good spot and show by our players, and I don't know why my thing has just packed up on me. Hold on, let's see if it's in there. I thought I did have it in there. Player ratings. It's just disappeared. Oh dear. Right, let's. Yeah, it's just disappeared. I just filled up my player ratings and it disappeared. So Yeah, so guys, look, I'm not going to keep you for long this evening. We've all gave our thoughts. Just a quick roundup from me. Really good to see some of the players who don't really get that much of a chance really do their job, and very impressed with seeing Smith Rowe come out fresh. Nelson, of course, really impressed with him. He got the goal, really well taken. Emerson says, "Shame on you, Apollo and Gary." I know I'm embarrassed. Man's talking about Little Woods. I went back to Milk Cup and everything, man. I don't know what's going on. Hey, listen, I'm 55 years old. I'm allowed to start losing my memory at some point.
The thing is, though, that trophy's been so many names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to remember them all.
Oh Lord, and
Coca-Cola.
it's a really surprising one. I can't believe I forgot that. But guys, so just to summarize, Arsenal started the game really strong. Some good performances from the fringe players. Haven't opened up really on them. It took them 8 minutes for Reiss Nelson. Really well worked goal with Nketiah. Nketiah could have been selfish and taken the goal by himself, but he frees up space and provides Reiss Nelson with the opening goal. But once again, Arsenal, we saw the ball being given away 2 or 3 times. Arsenal this season, just the architects of their own downfall, just by giving the ball away, being sloppy. And this is what I said to the guys on the forum, all of you guys on the forum, you know, my thoughts on the season. I know there's a lot of complaints and downheads and things like that. And I think that I think at most point, I think that the Arsenal fans are overreacting. That's just my opinion. Because when I look at it, Saka, Havertz, and Jorginho have given the ball away, giving goals away, which has stopped us from really winning 6 out of 6 games. So when you look at those 3 mistakes, which, by the way, Arteta's got no blame for, when you look at the system in place and how Arteta's managed it, and the performances as a whole without the mistakes, we've done well enough to win all 6 games. So I think what's been going on is just a lot of drama by the fan base, and I think it's just a lot of frustration, a lot of people overreacting, a lot of finger pointing going on. And had it not been for those mistakes, which, by the way, we didn't make last year when we had that fantastic run of played 17, won 15, lost 1, drawed 1, I think that we're actually starting well this season. Unfortunately, that's not the consensus in the fan base. So overall, today we saw a little bit of that as well today, with a little bit of sloppy play. Brentford's only response against what we were doing was to go long. And sometimes it didn't mark out for them. Ramsdale, I have to say, made 2 cracking saves today. One of them where Worcester hits the post, I thought it was actually that. It wasn't. He puts the his fingertips on it and puts it onto the post. Really good save. And the other one, which was an Oki, he hits it hard and right. Looks from it's about 16 yards. And Ramsdale at full stretch, again, same corner, right-hand side, makes a fantastic save. I think overall he really played well today. He did go long at distribution to Carl Havertz a few times, and Havertz just was so tidy today. Good defensively, as he always is. Offensively, running the channels, holding up the ball in link play, providing that extra pass, playing his teammates in. Every team needs a player like that, as Tony said. And as long as he keeps playing like that, I'm behind Havertz. And another thing, guys, I told you, it took several games before Xhaka scored last season at the number 8 position. In fact, after 37 games, Xhaka had 5 goals and he scored 2 goals in the last game against Wolves. So don't worry about the goals, guys. The goals for Havertz will come. Don't worry about the goals. They will come. But I just think that Arteta knows he's got all the metrics. He knows exactly what he brings to this team. Tackles, recoveries, duels, and he's run more kilometers than any Arsenal player this season. And I think Havertz he's been playing well overall. And I think there's just a lot of frustration and reaction. Fans wanting to see goals, fans talking about his price tag and things like, just let it go, guys. Let the price tag go. We can't do nothing about that. But I think that he's just going to grow and grow and grow in this role. And so I'm really looking forward to him. Tony?
Yeah, just looking at the overall match stats, we had 60% possession. We had an 86% pass completion rate. As I said, we kind of just waddled our way to the win. Could have done a lot better, I believe, but it is what it is. As I said, with the number of injuries that we've got currently, I'm just pleased to get the W. I do think we're in the midst of an injury crisis of sorts. Hopefully, in a couple of weeks or a week and a half, we can get some of these players back because, we need some of them for that Man City game. Praying for a miracle that Thomas Partey gets fit soon.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Gary, thoughts?
Yeah, I think tonight was all about just progressing to the next round, and I think we've done more than enough in the game to warrant the win. I think a couple of players proved that they maybe could do a job in the first 11, and I think obviously we've all been saying that he's been overplaying Saka for a long while. Now we've got to hope that Saka's injury is not so serious that's going to keep him out for a number of weeks, because we don't really want to lose him. But I think Arteta's got to go to the squad a little bit more than he actually does. Changing maybe one or two players, but maybe there's other players that can come in and take the pressure off. So happy to go through to the next round, onwards and upwards. It's a no win, a little bit of confidence installed.
Game over.
Happy days.
City are out.
Brilliant. Go on, and by the way, Gary, I am doing player ratings. I'm in the chat begging me to do the player ratings, so I'm just typing them up now. Yeah, go on, Gary.
A win breeds confidence. We've got to cut out these silly mistakes that you mentioned, though, because again tonight we got away with a couple. But all in all, we got the win, and that's all that matters, really. So happy days.
Right. Let me just put the player ratings up for you guys.
And surely with City going out, we've got to be favourites to win this competition now.
Ooh, Gary laying down a marker there.
I don't think we play strong enough team to win it. If we get through to the semis, he probably will, but I'm not sure if he's going to play a strong team until that point.
Okay, guys, you guys are asked for player ratings, so let me quickly do them. It's up to Gary and Tony if they want to do the same. Let me talk about, and I'll go through it as quick as I can. Ramsdale, I'm going to give him a 7.5. I talked about his saves already. Generally calm with his distribution as well. I did point out, though, he doesn't normally go long, but he went long to Kai Havertz about 4 times, and it really broke the press. This is when Brentford started coming onto our strong. Considering that David Raya probably had one of his worst distribution games against Tottenham, and that game was crazy because Tottenham was coming at us like a bat out of hell. So Ramsdale, I thought he did well today. Tomiyasu, I'm giving Tomiyasu a 7. He looked reliable, and he looked like he was the heart of the defense. If I look at Gabriel, Ben White, Kiwior, I think was strong as well. Tomiyasu was probably the best defender tonight. So, I'm going to give him a 7. Gabriel, I'm going to give him a 6. He gave the ball away 3 times cheaply as well. And he was strong in his tackle, always strong in the duels, but I thought he was really clumsy with the ball today. Kiwior, I thought was okay. I thought the physical dominance. Kiwior stopped this game from being 1-1. About 5 or 7 minutes towards the end, Gary?
Something like that, with a great goal line clearance.
Great goal line clearance. In fact, I'm going to give him a 7. He did really well to silence their play on the flanks. Jorginho, I'm going to give a 7. I think he had a poor start. There's no two ways about it. He just plays calm. He never looks like he's in a rush, but he makes it look so easy by slowing it down. But I thought he had a solid game in the midfield. Smith Rowe as well, I'm going to give a 7. a strong start again. Really came alive in the first half, but he died out towards the second. But Kai Havertz, guys, kept it simple, blocked a lot of crosses, just being tall, being the big man, holding up play, recoveries, tackles, duels. You got the whole package from him. Could have got an assist had Reece Nelson scored the second goal. Imagine if Reece Nelson had 2 goals tonight. That would have been really good. So solid display by Havertz tonight. Reece Nelson, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was dazzling. Played on the flanks, looked good. Came into the middle, looked tidy. Asked for the ball, took control, and could have had another goal if he didn't go wide, bottom right. Sorry, I thought that he's probably his best. These are the games that Reece Nelson needs. And if Saka is going to miss the weekend's game, then for me, Reece Nelson starts on the weekend. No two ways about it. Saka Jr., I'm going to give him a 6. He did demonstrate some calm with the ball. We know he's technically gifted because we've seen it in the youth games. His crossing needs probably a little bit of help, which is what we saw today, is he didn't really impact the game enough. And for me, the only thing which comes from the academy as a whole is they don't have the desire to backtrack. And it's not just him, it's a lot of this. If you look at how the academy players play and you listen to what Jack Wilshere and Mertesacker says about them, the biggest problem they have is backtracking. And you saw that today with him as well, where he was just off it a little bit, and Jorginho had to shout at him a couple of times just to try him to get back in shape. So I'm going to give him a 6. And Nketiah, I'm going to give a 7. Popped up all over the front line in link play. A couple of times he had shots that was blocked. He forced 2 saves from the goalkeeper. Again, got the assist really for the goal that won the game by being unselfish, which me and Gary pointed out. And so, I thought he had a tidy game today, so I'm going to give him a 7. Arteta, I'm going to give him a 7. You've gone away to a Premier League team with your reserve players against their first team players at Brentford, and you've got a clean sheet again away from home. But there was just a few bits where I thought Arteta could have done better. First of all, I probably would have given Kobe Aduzi some time. I probably would have started him, if I'm honest. I don't think, kudos for starting Saka Jr., but I probably would have started Kobe Aduzi instead. Just because I think he's a better talent. And I want to see him play in the first team. But overall, the substitutions, I think you was a bit slow as well with the Smith-Rowe substitution and the Ben White. I think you probably could have done that 10 minutes earlier than you did. If we can see it from the screen, you're there in the dugout. You can see your player wasn't running, wasn't backtracking, wasn't doing anything because he was just exhausted. Ben White's played every minute this season. And the fact that he started, I was surprised because I thought Suarez should have started tonight. So I think that's the only thing that I can really call you about. So you get a 7 from me. Tony?
Yeah, I'm done. We move on. We go again. In terms of like my player ratings, I'm cool with what you've done, buddy. I'm not going to play around with that.
Who stood out for you tonight, Tony?
I thought Trossard was tidy. I love that he played the whole game because
Trossard.
What game was you watching?
No. I was about to say Rob Holding's my man of the match there. Oh, God. Sorry, Bertram, I know you're just catching us, but Rob Holding's been the butt of the joke so far tonight.
Yeah. Anyway, Havertz is nice and tidy. Great qualities for a mid-table team. All day I'll take Trossard over mid-table. But yeah, Havertz had a nice game, I thought. Didn't do anything silly. So we'll just, we'll go from there.
What about you, Gary? If you're not going to do the ratings, who stood out for you tonight?
I can pretty much agree with your ratings there. Reece Nelson obviously stood out in the first half. I thought he had a really, really good first half, really good 45 minutes. Havertz had a good 90 minutes. But I just to give a little shout out to Aaron Ramsdale because he made that save, made a couple of decent saves, and don't forget he's come into this game under pressure. You know what I mean? He's lost his place to Raya, and normally that can affect a player. But he's made 2 fantastic saves. That one he tipped on the post. As soon as I saw it, I knew that he saved it.
You didn't tell me
that
though.
He got something on it.
I had to wait to watch a second replay before I realised
I knew.
he did it.
I saw, because if you watch it, when he jumps up, he turns around to the Brentford crowd because they was giving it to him. And he turned around to the Brentford crowd and said, yeah, how'd you like that? How'd you like them apples? Look at these fingers. They touched that ball. That's how I knew that he saved it. So, yeah, shout out to Aaron Ramsdale. Strong character. And it was a good performance, good distribution. But, yeah, between Ramsdale, Nelson and Havertz, the 3 that stood out for me. But I would have liked to see, like you said, maybe Ben White not start and Tony's pal Cozy Dubry get a start, because he's been in the first team before. It made no sense to start this other guy over him, you know. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But no, happy days. We got the win. On to the next round, and let's see what happens.
Excellent, guys. All right, I think that's it from us, guys. So overall, as I said, these are the games that we really have to treasure, guys, because we don't get to see these Clyde guys play out as much as we can. We've been screaming for Nelson, screaming for Smith Rowe. We've been wanting to see El Nene get back. So this game had everything, especially from a fan's dream. But it's over, guys. Arsenal win 1-0 in the Carabao Cup over Brentford. Reece Nelson's goal after 8 minutes, that was the difference. But Aaron Ramsdale faced 17 shots today, and he kept a clean sheet. So credit to him as well. Arsenal put a place in their pot for the fourth round draw, which is coming up tonight. I think it's on tonight, guys.
Yeah,
at
it is.
10:30.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Nay says good night, guys. Night to everybody. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll
So
catch you
long,
in the
people.
next one. Peace out,
Take care,
everybody.
guys.
Man. Excellent.
See you now, guys.